let me click into some of the questions. Where exactly is this location in reference to the Lisbon city center? Let me slide. Yeah.
Do you mind? I think we missed that slide. Yeah.
Let me just describe Algarve a little bit in terms of, I also missed that slide. So Lisbon is north of Portugal, and Algarve is in the south coast of Portugal. Now Algarve is like the Bali of Europe. It is where so for example, Bali is probably more famous than Jakarta. I've been to Jakarta once, so I've been to Bali like 5 times. So so Algarve is similar to that in terms of a tourist destination. Portugal is a sort of a rectangular shaped country. Lisbon is in the center, almost like where Kuala Lumpur is, and Algarve is in the south, almost like where Johor is, and it spans this area over here. Anything else sort of to add about Algarve and the exact location of the area, Nuno?
Yes, if you can go to the presentation, I think we have, yeah, there you go, this one. So it will be specifically in Portugal. So the Algarve is around 2 hours away from Lisbon. And I can also, you can see on the top of the screen, there's the ocean. So from the property to the ocean is around 10 minutes walking. And also on the surroundings, so on the 200-kilometer radio, you will have access to 3 airports. The closest one is the Faro Airport, 40 minutes away from the property. The second one is the Lisbon Airport, 2 hours away. And another one in Sevilla, Spain, 2 hours and a half away. And also, I can also talk about 2 very good references in Yodelas and Spa in front of our property as well. Plenty of golf courses, over 20 in the surroundings, marinas, casinos, and all the attractiveness that Algarve has to bring to the clients and to the guests.
Mm-hmm. So we can actually take you on a live walk or Google walk with WhatsApp. And Google is actually fantastic. I will send you the pin of the location, and you can actually take a look at the location. I actually think that this location in Algarve is very suitable for a lifestyle resort because it is very near the city center, near amenities, 10 minutes walk from the beach, and yet there's this big piece of land here that can be developed into a resort with amenities and also grounds. So, but we'll give you more details on that in an email. And apart from that, earlier we had some questions online, and let me read those questions. Before that, any other questions, do do text us on that, on the questions. One moment, let me just questions. Okay, so we have quite a few questions on total cost. Total cost depends on, Gustavo will correct me if I'm wrong, but the number of applicants, for example, how many people you would reunify, and also, of course, the investment that you're going to invest in. We have a calculator of costs of once you sort of give us more information, cost on year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6 until citizenship. So do contact us, or we will contact you to tell us a little bit more about yourself, and also then we can do a more exact calculation on cost. Gustavo, is there anything else?
Correct, Judith. You are 100% correct. So it will always depend, first of all, on the family composition, how many applicants, since that will be relevant to calculate both the legal fees and the administrative costs to be paid to the immigration office. And then also, depending on the investment route that you choose, any eventual additional costs, taxes, and payments. In this particular operation, the taxes itself will not be the same as, for example, when you invested in a property directly. So there's that advantage as well. But yeah, that calculations can be made. So in the beginning, we will always ask the clients how many applicants, and what investment you are going to do or are you planning on doing.
Okay. Some other questions about application process and timelines. Gustavo is quite aware of the timeline. Some timelines have been dragged a little bit longer, but as a gauge now with IMA in place, Gustavo, what are the timelines from the time they invest to the time they perhaps get a pre-approval and citizenship?
Well, like I said before during the presentation, I'm not a big fan of giving timelines considering that the delays and the backlogs are still there. So we really cannot say how long that it's taking because we are seeing cases that just from the pre-approval to happen, it's taking like 24 months, so almost 2 years, just for something as simple as the pre-approval. However, the two good news. So first, several points. One, although we haven't seen huge improvements yet, and especially on the first application front, we already seen some improvements in regards to the renewal stages and how fast they are notifying for biometrics after the pre-approval. So baby steps, but still some steps in this first quarter of 2024. Also, the eventual change to the citizenship law and this goal that AIMA has together might result, I would say, by the second semester on some good improvements. Nevertheless, it's always better to expect worst and not have that many expectations in terms of the application being fast, because fast it will never be. But at the very least, if the changes go through and the time it's still counting and we are not losing time in the end, even if it takes a long time just to get the first application, at least no one is losing their time and their investment itself. Besides, although the first application takes a longer time, the renewal stages with a new online system to do them has improved and has reduced a lot as well the global timelines itself.
And as such, with all golden visa programs, I would say don't wait too long. Rules change, timelines can drag.
Sure.
Yeah, but surely you will get there. So, Georgina, would you like to close? There's a video at the end as well.
Okay, so to those of you who are in Indonesia, this is my contact details. Actually, I've already sent you the reminder, prior to the webinar, and I will certainly send you the recording also with the presentation. And those who are in, in Malaysia and Singapore, you will be contacted by IPS. Okay.
By Atika.
And yeah, Atika will contact you. So after this, we still have like a short video about Pagani Capital.
Thank you. Antonio.
Back in November 2012, an ambitious dream to build a future was announced. 11 years later, we are doing exactly that. Living Group for a better living experience.
With
Judith.
that, yes, sure.
Sorry, can I interrupt you? Sorry. Can we have just one more questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Please.
So here comes actually the participant is here, but he texts me. So what would happen if Pagani could not exit due to low valuation? This is something I could not answer for sure.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yes, I will repeat, Joel. What would happen if Pagani Capital could not exit due to low valuation?
So the clients will have the resort as a guarantee, as a collateral. If we don't sell the resort in the open market, the resort return for the all shareholders. So the shareholders, they being owners of the property in the moment that they don't need anymore the golden visa. So after between the 8 and the 10 year, we go to the market and we go to put the resort in the market. We have a very good valuation. As you can see, the valuation on the 6th year of operation is 35 million euros, 40% more of the price that we are selling today. Today we are selling the whole resort on 23 million euros. We'll give 6 to 7 months to sell the resort. Actually, according with the location of the resort, with the whole area, the amenities, the type of apartments, the type of service that we have, I believe it's not going to be difficult to sell the complete resort. Is why we are having this type of operation. If something happened, if we cannot be able to sell the resort, we will return we will give the resort to the whole shareholders, and the shareholders will return the shares into our company. It's why also it's 62 apartments, 62 units for 62 investors.
Okay, so I think it's
The client,
clear enough.
the clients, they are always protect with the resort, with the property. So is why the property are under the name of Infinite Management, the company that the clients will invest. That company is part of our holding. So the clients have also the parent company, Pagani Capital Guarantees. But we cannot, we will not invest, we cannot invest anymore, and we cannot buy any more projects for that company. So during the whole period, the clients, they are protected with Vila Magna. So they have the property has a collateral, not just our guarantees in terms of holding, in terms of company. They also have the property, the resort as a guarantee. To respond to a second question, the clients maybe ask, okay, so what is the minimum price that you guys will guarantee, or you guys will put the property on the market, as we are talking about 8 or 10 years. So the minimum price that we will put the property on the market is the same price that the clients are buying today. In dealing that, give a guarantee on the investment. So this is a minimum price. Nevertheless, on that time, we'll request 3 valuations, and the highest one is the one that will accept it, and the one that we will working, and the one that will be valid to put the resort on the market. But we will not accept, or will not be able to accept prices below to the price that the clients are buying today.
Okay, I think that's clear enough. If there are more questions, then for Indonesia, you can address your questions to me, and then if I cannot answer, then I will forward your questions to
Please. It's also important to mention that the valuation was not making by us, is making by independent valuator, a person that has many certifications. One and the most famous is a certification by RICS, and we have one valuation from the asset today, one valuation of the asset when we complete the resort, and one valuation on the resort on the 6th year of operation. Also for the clients can see in terms of capital appreciation, how it's the value, how is the appreciation, the asset appreciation of the property on the 6th year of the operation. And I believe we have a very good valuation, conservative, because Algarve is a place in Portugal with more higher tourism demand, with more higher tourism impact, and we have many branded residents, many projects on the pipeline. Algarve is no longer a seasonal place, is a place that having during the year occupancy level above 60%. So I believe in our forecast we have an asset appreciation of 40% in 6 years. I believe it's very conservative, but in the end give you a perspective that how much you can get in terms of profit when we sell the resort and when we distribute the profits between the shareholders.
Okay, I think this is enough at this moment. Judith?
Okay, thank you very much. We will be in touch, or you can be in touch with one of us. That's Georgina's number. Thank you, and I bid you good night, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye.